people at Truck Stop done teamed up with the boy Mark the Mentor. Are you ready to take your trucking business to the next level? With Truck Stop Pro, you get access to the best load board in the game, giving you the tools to find higher paying loads and streamline your operation. And right now, you can try the Pro plan free for 30 days, a $159 value. Click the link in the description to claim your free Pro plan and start making smarter moves for your trucking business today.
Warning: the following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults, as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say viewer discretion is advised.
Sweet.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Come on in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let me know where you guys are checking in from. How's everybody doing today? Shout out to Roger Lacey. Shout out to Roger Lacey. Shout out to Great Polo, Jonathan. Shout out to all the MGM members. Shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to Manny the driver, Sharks World, Kirk Morris. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to Pippi, Rich Jew, Great Polo. What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Okay. All right. I see what's going on in here. I see. That title done spook people. It sure did. That title surely did spook people. It spooked people. They don't want to come in here because the truth. This is one of the ones where they probably, what's that thing they want you to, a trigger warning? It's a trigger warning. I should put up one of them trigger warnings. This is one of them ones where, you know, people's feelings get hurt. Yeah. It's one of them where people's feelings might get hurt. They saw the title and they said, nah. I ain't going in there today. But come on in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. All right, today we're going to be talking about emotions. Now, this is something that I talk about. Well, I don't talk about it, but I always say, you know, business don't care about your feelings. You know, or business don't care about home. Or, you know, F them kids. Business tell you F them kids. We're going to dedicate a whole show to it today. Come on in, hit the like button. Let me know where you guys are checking in from. All right. And we're going to cook up. Shout out to, who's that, Kirk Morris. Come on in. All right, man. Where should we start? Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Business is not driven off feelings. It's driven off data. It's driven off data. Numbers, things of that nature. For instance, trucking, the lane that you're in, is driven off things like cost per mile, fuel expenses, spot market rates, things like that. Data, not feelings. And I think where a lot of people fail that come into this industry is they operate more off feelings and emotion than they do off data. And you've seen me debate this with people. You've seen me, you know, argue my point against people, but yet and still, people still click that link and come up here with raw emotion. Oh, yeah. We had one the other night. It admitted to it, actually used the E word. I think the E word is a bad word when it comes to business. I think the E word is a bad word when it comes to business. That's like a bad word. Because if you're using the E word and you're admitting to being emotional, it's not a good character trait of a businessman or woman. See, I don't deal off emotions. This is why I can drop the link and challenge people to come up here, because I'm not going to get emotional in the debate. The things that I say, I stand on it. I say there's no such thing as cheap freight. I challenge anyone to come up here and argue me that there is. I'm not going to get emotional because I drive off of facts. I drive off of data. I don't just pull shit out of thin air. A lot of people want to debate me on these topics, but they drawing off the way they feel. This is why they say things like they complain and they place the blame on other men and mythological figures, these mythological people, when they should be basing their business off data. And the data is there. The data is in the way you source the data is the same way you source the information to have an understanding of what you're getting into when you get into this business in the first place. You go research it. I don't I don't I don't feel like that, you know, I deserve something, or the universe should give me something because I worked really, really hard. Yes, you can work hard. That's a good attribute to have. But at the end of the day, you need to base your business and build your business and forecast your business off the data that's provided to you. You can't just run off just raw emotion. The market operates on supply and demand. A lot of y'all let y'all emotions guide you into picking and choosing what rates you pull off the load board instead of learning your cost per mile, understanding what it costs you to run your business. Data. You pick a load based on how you feel. And this is why you end up in the position that you end up. See, emotions can be, you can look at emotions in a few different ways. This industry is based off data, numbers, not feelings. All right, so let's get further into it. The business doesn't reward emotional decisions. You have to be strategic. You have to plan things out. You have to be logical. You can't go around basing the decisions that you make off your business centered around emotions. I'm going to tell you guys a story. I was kicking it in the Discord yesterday. Hit the like button. And I had to have an accountability session yesterday. And this is ultimately what kind of led to this live stream as far as emotions is concerned. I believe someone went out and they purchased a vehicle, and they purchased that vehicle based off emotions. They purchased it based off how they felt. And to quote the person, the spirit led them to purchasing it. Now, this is an individual who wants to go over the road, has been in countless Discord groups and listened to countless hours of me speaking on stream and in the Discord, and to other owner operators that are in the Discord, some less and some more tenured than others. And everyone's helping each other, everyone's networking, everyone's sharing information. This person, I applaud them. They've spent countless of hours in there. But the spirit led them to go out and purchase a 12-foot truck to run OTR freight. Now, when I heard this, I lost my mind. I lost my shit. I lost it. Why? Because I see this person in there all the time. This person has thanked the group, has thanked me countless of times for the platform and all the great valuable information. But then it goes back to what I said the other day. People will watch, they'll listen, they'll say, oh, this is great information. And then when the time or when the opportunity, I guess, presents itself or doesn't present it, whatever the case may be, they go out and they do the complete opposite of what they heard. The complete opposite. I've had people that have went and purchased vehicles in their personal name. And I said, no, why would you do that? You should get the vehicle under the business. You have people like this that go out and get 12-foot trucks to run OTR, and I have to hold them accountable and look like the bad guy and tell this person, like, what do you think you're going to get in a 12-foot truck? You're going to put one pallet in there. You would have been better off going and getting a cargo van. You're going to put one pallet in a 12-foot truck, one pallet. Person goes off and buys something because it's more to the story, but I'm not going to get deep into the story. But that purchase was based off a feeling because they felt a certain type of way because someone did something to them. And now thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars are spent for something that really can't be utilized in the space that they want to utilize it to make money. This is what happens when you run your business and you make decisions off emotions. You make irrational decisions, ill-advised decisions. It's like MW Lou came up here the other day. Emotional. Oh yeah, I told you I was gonna get you. It ain't over with. Or the guy Dizzy, emotional. All emotional because another man that is in the industry that's doing something that they're doing could make more money than them. And then they want to argue the point that no one's going to pay X amount of dollars because you're emotional because you couldn't do it. Instead of trying to figure out a way or ask a person, well, how is it that the company that I was working for couldn't charge X amount of dollars, or what was the scope of the job that you were doing on specific situation where the job would allow for you to charge that much? No, you just hear something and you just immediately jump in the chat and say something based out of emotions. Then I go ahead and set you up for you under dig and tell you to hit the link, and then you come up here and then I destroy you. Because you drawing off emotion. Instead of saying, you know what? He asked his brother, what's the scope of that? Like, how can I get to some of that money? You feel a certain type of way because something another man said. You in your feelings. And that makes for a poor businessman or woman. Same way you jump the gun because your emotions lead you. That's the same shit you do in business. The business doesn't reward a person that makes decisions and allow their emotions to dictate their actions. How are you going to let your emotions dictate to you what you do for the business? Let's talk about the market, because this is where a lot of the guys that are running OTR seem to struggle. We're going to go back on cheap freight. And I know this makes people mad. That's why I continue to say it. There's no such thing as it. A person that thinks there's a such thing as cheap freight is a person that's emotional. That's a person who needs to go in the mirror, cut the light on point. They're looking to place the blame. The market isn't fair. Business, for the most part, it's not really fair. It's hard. Sometimes it can be fair, but for the most part, it's not. The market definitely ain't fair. Market is not stable. Market is up, it's down. The market doesn't care about how you feel. Your business doesn't care about how you feel. Your business is selfish. All your business wants to do is to make money. So now this is where it starts to touch a nerve. And this is where people's feelings are get hurt. When I ask people, why do you start a box shop business? They say the same dumbass shit. I'm tired of working. I want to leave the rat race. Oh, I want to build some generational wealth and all this, that, and the third. That's all based on feelings, emotions. You want to leave your job because you hate your boss. That's a feeling. You want to leave your job because you tired of working for someone else. That's a feeling. You feel a certain type of way about that individual. You feel a certain type of way about that job. So because you feel, you make an emotional decision to invest into something that you don't understand. I'm tired of working. Tired is a feeling. I have yet to hear someone say, you know, I think this is a great opportunity based on the market. The margins are great right now. I can enter into this business venture right now very low because trucks are so low right now because of what happened during the pandemic and because of the economy. People don't have money. I see Ryder has a sale. They're doing a buy one, get the second half off. This is great. So I can enter in very low, even though there's an overabundance of capacity right now. But looking at the market, a lot of these guys that are lingering, this is capacity that came in from the pandemic. So their operational costs are higher. These are the guys that are struggling online. But because I'm entering now with a low operation cost, I can beat these guys 40 ways going north. And then I would be the guy that they think is they, when really the guy that's they is them that's in the mirror looking at themselves. So I can come in right now because the numbers make sense. That's a person who understands that business is based on data and numbers and not feelings. See, every time I ask somebody why you want to come into this business and they say some dumb shit, this is why I hold them accountable, because business is not based on how you feel. A business person is not going to never say the reason that they want to start a business because they tired of working. That's a feeling. That's an emotion. I don't like my boss. They mistreat me. That's a feeling. It may not be fair, but it still is a feeling. Life ain't fair. Business ain't fair either. Fuck your feelings. The business tell you fuck your feelings every day. The spot market tells you fuck your feelings every day. The broker tells you fuck your feelings every day. Nobody cares. You came in already fucked up by coming in based off emotions. Like Buddy the other day. Fuck cost per mile. How can I make $10,000? My cost is $5,000. I need to make 10. I got this whole ass truck outside. All those were feelings. That was raw emotion. That was real raw. That shit was raw emotion. And a business person shouldn't operate like that. A business person is going to always base their decisions based off of data, not feelings. Hit the like button. See, y'all don't like when I tell the truth. You get mad because you be feeling like I be talking to you. And I probably do. If you feel a certain way, then I am talking to you. MW Lou, that's not passion because you already said it was emotion. You said the word emotion. You said it. It's not passion. That's emotion, sir. You went on and you invested into something that you don't understand why you invested into it. You got emotional. Dizzy got emotional. A lot of people that come into this business, they do it off emotions. They say it all the time when I ask them, why do you want to come into business? Well, I'm tired of working my job. Tired? I feel I don't want to work no more because I'm tired of, I want to work for myself. I'm tired of working for someone else. That's a feeling. Now, you didn't hit a nerve, big dog. I'm going to drop the link for you and we can have a part 2. You never hit a nerve because, see, I want to ask you where you at right now and you know where I'm at. How can I let you hit a nerve with me? I'm cooking up. I'm using you for content. How you gonna hit a nerve with me when you trying to do what I already did? You can't hit no nerve with me, sir. I'm using you. See, you're in your feelings right now. So what I'm doing right now is working. Because you're responding. See, what I'm doing is triggering a response, bro. If you wasn't in your feelings, you would sit your ass there and not say nothing. So once again, you're proving my point. You called your own truck a hoe. So what you gotta do, I still got 4 more days of cooking up. I got 4 more days with you, M. Lou. I gotta cook up with you for 4 more days. This is great content, MW Lou. You came up here and you did that shit. I didn't do it. Your name is in the content. You know what? Why don't we should we just go review the content? We can go review it. You in your feelings right now. See, it works every time. How can I feel a certain type of way and you got a whole ass truck that's parked that you need to make 5,000? I got trucks that's parked that it's costing me money. I don't give a fuck. See, that's the difference. You need to make the money. I don't. Hey, NW, once I get finished with this, I'm going to drop the link, pimp, and I'm going to let you come up. Because, see, you responding. I see shit about me all the time. Some shit I cook up, some shit I don't. I don't get emotional, sir. And this is the point. You proving my point. Business is not based on emotions. It's based off data. See, the data is you went and you bought a truck. You spent money on a truck that's not generating income. These are facts. The emotion is what you displayed the other day. The anger, because you went out and invested in something that you didn't understand. Now you're upset with yourself because you did it. That's the emotion. When that emotion shouldn't exist, because if you would have focused more on the data and understood what you were investing in when you invested into it, the truck wouldn't be moving and it wouldn't be a hoe. See, where you getting upset now and where you're in your feelings now is because I used Sunday's incident as an example of emotions in business. When you said the word your own self, it's there. It's a fact. We can go look at that data. It's right there. So here you are proving it again. The topic is not even about you, sir. It's not about you, sir. But I'll drop the link for you and give me a second. And I'll let you come up. Let me finish. I'm almost done. But, you know, don't let your emotions get carried away, all right? So you're on the clock. You're on the clock. All right, well, maybe you shouldn't be watching me on the clock. You should probably focus on your work. And that way, you know, I won't be in your head. Because you watching me, I'm not watching you right now, MW Lou. I don't know where you work at, what you're doing. You sought out me. I'm not seeking out you, sir. It's just I'm cooking up content. I'm talking about emotions. And I happen to use you the other day. What are you in your feelings about? Get out your feelings. Because here's the thing, MW Lou. The market doesn't care. Business doesn't care. No one cares. And this is what I'm trying to get to other people that come in and they complain and they say and the market is trash and trucking is trash and they keep taking cheap freight. No one gives a fuck. See, because at the end of the day, when you rent a truck from Penske, Ryder, Budget, or Enterprise, all those excuses that people make is fuck you, pay me. See, Penske is telling you, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about. Fuck you, pay me. At the end of the month, when Progressive, it's time to pay that Progressive bill, all that pointing the finger off all that emotion, man, they keep taking cheap freight. Man, the brokers keep doing this. Fuel keep doing that. The market is trash, man. These rates is too low. It's fuck you, pay me. No one cares. It's fuck you, pay me. See, this is the point. No one cares. I don't care. I don't care that you bought a whole ass truck and you don't know what to do with it. These are your words. I'm just utilizing your words. These are your words. I'm not making this up. These are your words. It's fuck you, pay me. Wherever you park that truck to pay to park it, the storage yard, if you're paying, they want their money. It's fuck you, pay me. The insurance that you have on it is fuck you, pay me. All this shit that you displayed the other day and that everybody else displays, it doesn't matter. Those emotions, those feelings don't matter. Business doesn't run off emotions and feelings. It runs off of data and numbers. So it's not a cook, it's facts. You can't go pay Progressive with your feelings. You can't go cash in when it's time to pay Progressive. You can't cash in. They keep taking cheap freight. You can't cash in. Yo, the spot market is messed up right now. No, you got to cash in numbers, dollars, dinero, Fetty, paper. So this ain't satire, pimp. This is facts. These are facts. This ain't satire. This is facts. Go to whoever your insurance company is and see if they can take a payment of they. See if you can pay them with they keep taking cheap freight. See if you can pay them with the rates are trash. See if you can pay them with the brokers are ripping us off. See if you can pay them with, hey man, we need transparency in the industry. And then hit me back and let me know. No. My words ain't satire. Those are the words you called your truck a hoe. Why would I call your truck a hoe? You said this whole ass box truck. I'm trying to figure out a way to make money with this whole ass box truck. These were your words. How you gonna get mad at me for your words? That's crazy, bro. See how emotional you getting? You gotta stop that shit, big dog. Listen, you got 3 more days, MW Lou. 3 more days. Cause see, you got personal and emotional in the chat. So you got 3 more days. You're going to have to hold this. You're going to have to hold this. Hold on. Let me show you. Give me a second. You can drop the link for you. I need you to do me a favor. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat for you too. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I got you. Don't worry about it. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Hold that. Hold that. Hold that. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hold that L. I'll put it up there for you so it's easy for you to get to it. It's right there, pinned to the top of the chat. Hold that L. You make it. Listen, I don't even have to go off my bullet points. Just the dialogue with you back and forth is proving my point. I don't even have to go off my bullet points that I wrote. Just the dialogue with you back and forth is proving my point. Data, fuel, expenses, spot market rates, operation costs, competition. This is all data. This is what business is driven on. These are things that you should look at when making decisions about coming into a business or making decisions when you're in a business about business to make money. Who's attacking your business? I'm not attacking your business. I'm responding to what you're saying in the chat. I don't even know your business. I don't even know from what you said the other day, you didn't have a business. You said you bought the truck and it's been parked since you bought it. So you don't have a business. See, you're saying more things based off emotions. See, I comprehend very, very well. The content is there. You came up and said you bought a truck and it's been parked since you bought it and you're still at your job. So now you're talking about attacking your business when you clearly said you had no business. See, you're saying things off emotions. You're in the chat at work. You're at work. Why are you worried about what I'm doing over here? If you're at work and you just said you're on the clock, does your boss know that you're in a heated debate in the chat with a guy online? Does your boss know that? Because see, if I was at work and I was on the clock, I wouldn't be concerned with what some guy was online talking about. I would be doing my job so I wouldn't lose it. So you're further proving my point. You're at work. I'm at home. There's no repercussions for me going back and forth with you. There's no one here that's going to reprimand me because I'm stealing time away from the business. This is what you're doing right now is called stealing company time. This is stealing. You're stealing company time, sir. You're stealing company time. You're on the clock in the chat going back and forth. I think you should go back to work because I don't want to be responsible if, you get reprimanded, you get written up, or I don't want that on my conscience, man. So go on head back to work because then you're going to have to buckle down and figure out how to move that whole ass box truck of yours. You going to have your back against the wall. Then you're going to have to figure out how to move that whole ass truck. You better leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me. Matter of fact, since you want to come in here talking shit, let's go ahead and just get it out the way. Go ahead. Link pin to the top of the chat. We not ducking it. Like, I can do this all day. The gym is 24. Only place I had to go today was the gym, and that's 24 hours. So what you want to do, NW Lou? What you want to do? Link pin to the top of the chat. Link pin to the top of the chat. I didn't plan on doing this today. I just wanted to come on and talk about why you should keep emotions out of business. And here you come with this shit. This emotional shit. I ain't even clipped the live stream from you up. I ain't did nothing. So why are you still concerned that I use that live stream as a talking point? Nah, you tweaking. Family is what you doing. You drawing off emotions. You drawing off emotions, and this is the point. Day 2 of you drawing off a feeling. Stop feeling a certain type of way. You came up here and you said these words out of your mouth. You said these words. You actually said the word. And when you were up here, you got real you were emotional in the chat before I even dropped the link to bring you up here. And here you are 3 days later, still emotional. This dude says, MW, link pin to the top of the chat. It's pinned. It's pinned. I haven't disrespected you. So if you want to have the dialogue, we can have it again. This time, since you at work, you ain't drinking. So let's have it now to see what you can't make no excuses now. You sober. So let's have the dialogue. I don't even have to finish my bullet points because you just proved my point. There was one person that I was directly associating, given, utilizing as an example, and this is a situation that happened yesterday in the Discord. You're not even in my Discord. And when I did touch on you for a brief second, I kept it going. This whole monologue is about a situation that happened yesterday in the Discord. I don't want to smoke with you. What are you talking about? You in the chat tweaking. You in the chat tweaking. I'm talking about running a business, why you shouldn't run a business off your feelings, and you in the chat in your feelings. Let's talk about emotional attachments in business. Somebody asked me this yesterday and said, "Man, Mark, you should talk about when is it time to exit." All right. I talked about my exit. I talked about my exit from time to time. I use it as a talking point when necessary. A good example with me of because I'm guilty, right? But then again, I'm not guilty. So during the pandemic, and I talk about all the time, I had to make a decision to start offloading equipment, right? And I did. And at first, originally, it was a decision that it was kind of tough to make because I was forecasting the future, right? I didn't want to make the wrong decision, but I always follow my first mind. I've learned to always follow my first mind and trust my judgment. And now, 2 years in hindsight, obviously, I can say I made the right decision. But I did hold on to 3 trucks originally, 1, 2, and 3. Right? I held on to the first 3 trucks that I bought because I did have that emotional attachment with those 3 trucks, and I offloaded everything else. And then I ended up selling truck 2 back last January, and now I have 1 and 3, which I'm probably not going to get rid of. But obviously, 2 years removed, and they're sitting for the most part, and I'm paying the fees that are associated with um, storing them and insurance and things of that nature. I can afford to do it, but I am guilty of that. Those are obviously truck number 1 is the first truck I bought. So, but if a situation presented itself where it was too good to be true, then yeah, I would let it go. You know what I'm saying? I would let it go. And in business, you can't be emotionally attached to things, right? Everything is for sale. Everything is for sale. And if I would allow myself to be emotionally attached to equipment, I would be in a tough situation. I would have a bunch of equipment that no one would be interested in, and I wouldn't be able to get the amount of money that I was able to get when everyone was chasing this industry based off feelings, right? Because they felt like they was going to make $1 million because there was people that were perpetuating this online. Instead of taking the time, doing the research, doing the knowledge, having an understanding of what they were about to get into, and that research would have led them to the fact that if they were to enter at that particular time, they would have been entering in the midst of a bubble that was eventually going to burst. Their research would have led them to that they would have been acquiring trucks that were way overvalued. Their research would have led them to that the way the truck rental companies were operating at the particular time to acquire equipment was not how they normally operate. The rates that they were giving people weren't the average and normal rates. A lot of the people, let's say majority of the people that came into the space during that time period, they came off emotions. They came off of feeling because they felt that they was going to get rich. And you can't enter into a business off of feeling. You have to enter based on data. And if they would have done the research would have led them to the data. The proper research would have led them to the data. And then the smart individual who would have taken feelings all the way out of the equation, they would have had a decision to make. And the smart person probably would have said, you know what? This is a bubble. It's going to burst. And once it bursts, things are going to come down. And then that will be probably a better time to enter into this industry. Business is data, it's numbers. When is the best opportunity to get in? When is the best opportunity to get out? When is the best opportunity to scale and take advantage of certain things? When is the best opportunity to diversify, or when is the best opportunity to divest? All these decisions are going to be based on data and numbers, not feelings. When you go to the load board and you see what you consider low rates, if you can't operate at rates that you're looking at because your cost of operation is high, why do you get in your feelings? Why do you get in your emotions? If your operation cost is here and you have a raw number here and the average rate that you're looking at is down here, you know you can't run it. You're going to run it at a loss. That's nothing to feel a certain type of way about. That's just raw data. So you have to do something to lower your cost down here so that you can run at profit. Your feelings ain't going to help you get your cost down. The only thing your feelings is going to do is raise your blood pressure and get you upset. And then you're going to come to the internet complaining in forums and in Facebook groups and shit, saying shit that don't make sense. Because real business people, we looking at this shit like, what? Every industry, up and down, up and down. Every industry that's market based, is market driven, is up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, I don't understand what people don't understand about that shit. But that's why you have good business people and then you got bad business people. That's why the good business people are over here and the bad business people, they're over there. Because the good business people, they understand that business is based on data and numbers. Good business person keep a pocket calculator. They always crunching the numbers to, does this make sense or it doesn't? Either it makes sense or it doesn't. There's no emotions involved. There's no feelings involved. It's, does it make sense or it doesn't? Okay, you know what? This doesn't make sense. On to the next thing. All right, this does make sense. There's room for profit. We can do this at this price. Let's do it. It's either yes or no. And just because it doesn't make sense for you, you can't get mad at the next person because it makes sense for them. Whether it makes sense for them for profit or for loss, what is that to you? Why do y'all worry about these people? That's emotions. You're in your feelings about what another person is doing for their business, whether they're doing it in the best interest of their business or they're not. If they're not doing it in the best interest for their business, so what? Who gives a fuck? That's their business. Let them fail. Less people on the in the competition pool for you to compete against. That's how I would look at it. I don't you can't base your business off these emotions and these feelings. Business, you guys like to call it a game, so let's call it a game. It's a game of problem solving, like I said the other day. Not complaining. People who aren't good problem solvers, you're not going to survive in business. That's just the bottom line. And it's not me being negative. It's not me being pessimistic. It's just the truth. It goes back to the example I used a minute ago. If the average rates that you're looking at are here and your operational cost is here, what are you going to do? Are you going to complain? Because you complain and your operational cost is here. And this is the game right here. This is the level that the game is being played on. You chose to get in the game. The game ain't going to change for you. You know why? Because there's players that's down here that's playing the game and winning. This is the level that the game is playing at. So you're going to have to bring your game down here. You're going to have to bring your cost down here so that you can get in the game. You can't get in the game right now. But while you sitting up here complaining, the game's still being played. So either you're going to complain up here while it's people that's down here that's playing and winning, or you're going to problem solve. What's the problem? Here go the game. I got to get in the game. This is the entry point for the game so that I can win. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do right so that I can get in the game? So I can come with a bunch of different analogies, but only a few people gonna get it. It's some people that say, you know what, Mark, I didn't like you at first but then once you explain this stuff, you know what, it makes sense. You're right. Ain't the like, who am I that the industry is going to just be fair for me? It's just going to change so that it can benefit me. No, I got to play the game the way the game is being played. I got to play the game the way the game is being played. The game going to always change. When you're dealing with a market, the game going to change. The player's going to change. So what you going to do? You going to stay in your feelings, complaining? And get emotional? And blame things that... It's just like my OG used to always tell me. I used to worry about a lot of stuff and shit like that. And she used to be like, Mark, you can't worry about things that's beyond your control. If it's beyond your control, you just got to move on. You can't worry about these things. It's just like business. Some things are just beyond your control. There's nothing you can do about it. I seen somebody talk about regulation. They're going to try to lobby for regulation. That'll never happen. Deal with it. Deal with what's the cards that's dealt. If the rates are the rates, you got to deal with that shit. This is beyond your control. Who are you? You a lobbyist or some shit like that? You still trying to figure out how to move your truck. If you can't figure out how to move your truck, what makes you think you got the knowledge or the relationships to change the way an industry that's been operating before you was born operates? Get out of here. It's rules to the game. You playing, since y'all want to call it the game, all right, let's treat it like a game. It's rules to the game. And you don't set the rules. So if you want to play in the game, these are the rules. The game ain't going to change because you feel a certain type of way. You feel a type of way about factors that are beyond your control. All these factors that we talk about, these mythological people, the rates, the brokers, man, this shit ain't finna change because of you. The audacity of you to sit here and complain, knowing good and goddamn well you ain't nobody to make no changes. So what you finna do? Go to Congress? You finna go to Congress? What you finna do? You finna go talk to your state senator about the spot market rates? What you finna do? Tell me, how you finna make these changes while you complaining about it? All right, well, do something about it. If you ain't gonna go and play the game so that your business can compete to ultimately win, all right, well, go make changes about the shit that you complaining about. Go sit your ass down, go to Congress, go to your senator, and start complaining. Go to your senator and start complaining. See, I'm gonna challenge you. If you gonna come up here and complain, from now on, I'm gonna ask you when you come up here and say cheap freight. After I ask you what's your operation cost, so you don't know that, and then I ask you your cost per mile, you don't know that. Then I'm gonna ask you how you went to your state senator yet. What's your senator name? I'm gonna ask you, do you know the name of your senator? Have you gone to your senator so that you can start, lobbying to get things changed so that these rates won't stop being so cheap? You own the new, talking about some cheap freight. You own the new. You brand new. Own the new. Own the new. Own the new. VMG said trucking ain't it. That's what VMG say. That's what VMG say. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I think people want shit to be easy. Anything you make a lot of money in ain't gonna be easy. But I tell you one thing, being emotional about it ain't gonna change shit. You're gonna face challenges in business. You're gonna face disappointments. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose clients. You're gonna have setbacks. And each time one of those situations occur, you got two options. You can either get emotional about it, which will lead to you making emotional decisions, or you can go straight into problem solving mode. Hit the like button. VMG says it takes too much real time. Whatever that means. Maybe VMG is young. The thing with the young people is, and I had a conversation with a younger guy this morning, 24. They want instant gratification. They want things to happen quick and expeditiously. They want to enter into a business, not necessarily trucking. They want to enter in real estate. They want to enter into trucking. They want to enter into general contracting. Whatever it is that they're looking into, they want it quick. Now everybody's talking about this damn dump truck shit. Dump truck. For the past 45 days. Mark, what do you think about the dump truck? What do you think about the dump truck? Dump truck. Everybody's talking about a dump truck. And I didn't know why until someone said, well, somebody put up a video and they said they made up a gazillion, gabillion, zazillion, million dollars in dump truck. And this just proves my point. This is why you go back and watch my Trendsetter live stream or following trends live stream. As soon as someone puts up a thumbnail with this glue glob of money number, that changes the trajectory of the whole logistics consumer-based industry within social media. Everybody starts looking at that. If someone does a video and they said they can make a gazillion, billion, zillion dollars in junk removal, everybody's going to follow that trend. So now it's the dump truck thing because there's a video, I guess, circulating that someone made $1 billion gazillion in the dump truck. People don't have their own minds anymore. Everybody's following the next man. Listen, if you follow a man, like, why do y'all follow men for other men? Like, what happened to being having your own mindset, having your own goals and your own thoughts and thinking for yourself? Having your own ambition. You have people that are chasing other people's ambition. People that are chasing other people's goals. They could see a person who's chasing their goals and has seen a level of success, and because this person has some level of success, now you want to see if you can chase it because you see that they having success. Is that what you really want to do? Not really, probably. You just see a person getting to some money, so you thinking that's an easy way to get to you some money, instead of sitting your ass down and figuring out what it is that you really want to do. He said VMG, trucking takes up all your time. There's other profitable business. See, that is a personal opinion. There's people out here that understand. There's people out here that understand what they are getting into, that they're investing into, that want to go the OTR route. And those people that understand this, they have no problem with going over the road. Some people want to go over the road. Some people get a WIA grant because they're homeless so that they have a job and a place to stay. You didn't know that. There's people out here that apply for the WIA grant because they're homeless, right? They go to a trucking school, or they'll go to a trucking school, right? And the trucking school will put them through schooling for a few weeks, and they'll send them out on the road. Now that solves their homeless problem. There's homeless people that have driver's licenses that go to trucking school so that they have a job and a place to stay. They know they're going to live on the truck, and they have no problem staying on the road because this is what's keeping shelter over. That individual doesn't care about the truck taking up all their time. That's a person who utilized and leveraged the fact that they had a license to get their ass out of sleeping on the street. People that understand what they're investing in, they understand that. You may not want to drive over the road. So your personal opinion is your personal opinion, and that's fine. But to say that that's not it, it's just not it for you, doesn't mean that's not it for the next person. Guess what? I talk about moving in Final Mile all the time. And guess what? Even though people know that you're going to make a lot more money in moving, it's not for everybody because not everybody wants to do that level of physical work. So it may not be for you, but it doesn't mean it's not for the next person. And to say it doesn't pay enough, I disagree because I made a lot of money in box trucking in the lanes that I've operated in. I've made a lot of money in the lanes that I've operated in. I can't speak for OTR, but I've done the heavy shit. I've done the labor intensive things. So, if you feel like you don't want to invest time into something, then that's fine. It's not for you. But to say that it's not where it's at, I disagree. It's to each his own. But I can tell you one thing. There's a lot of people that are perpetuating what you're saying here. And that's not as easy as those influencers make it out to be. Yeah, you can make a lot of money from home, But what level, what skill set, what experience do you have to be able to do that? There's people that can't run a business while they're working in the business. So how are they going to be able to run a business from home where they're going to have to delegate things for people to do and tell them what they need to do within the business when they haven't done it themselves and they're not successful at doing it themselves? There's a lot of different things you can do from home. You can code from home. You can do customer service from home. You can do cybersecurity from home, right? But what if these people don't want to do cybersecurity? What if they don't have the mental capability to be able to go and acquire the qualifications needed to get those types of jobs? A lot of people get into trucking because they may have done things in their background that have prohibited them from doing other things. So what may not be for you, you can't really say that that may not be for someone else. I've given plenty of opportunities to people who the world turned their back on and society turned their back on. Type of people that I've hired were people that they only had a few options: moving and roofing. We were the only two industries that would hire certain types of people: roofers and movers, moving companies and roofing companies. Back in this day, my earlier days. And guess what? People that had qualifications to do other things like data entry, sales, whatever, back in my day, the last thing they was going to do was carry furniture. But then there was people that had no problem doing it because this was one of the only few opportunities that they could get. So it may not suit your fancy, but it doesn't mean it doesn't suit the fancy of someone else. So for you to sit up there and say it's not worth it, then, or it just doesn't pay, I'm proof that it does. And if you're basing your thoughts off what you see online, the overabundance of failure, well, that was due to those people's ignorance of investing into something that they didn't understand, investing the wrong way, following trends, following other men or other women and listening to what people say, or following kids that post thumbnails online with these huge astronomical numbers and thinking that they were going to come in and make that type of money, or putting the cart before the horse, going and buying equipment without a business plan and not an understanding of what they were getting into. And now they got this equipment, they don't know what to do with it. Or like a lady yesterday in the Discord went out, wanted to get an OTR trucking, and goes out and buys a 12-foot truck. See, I get all the flack when I talk about this shit, when I hold people accountable for doing these things, and it makes me the bad guy, but I'm fine because guess what? At the end of the day, it's the truth. Me telling that lady and her getting upset at me because she sits here and listens to everything that I talk about and we say, and she still went out and bought a 12-foot truck, and her only excuse was the spirit led her to it. What was I supposed to say? So yeah, I got to be the bad guy and hold her accountable and tell her, listen, there's nothing you're going to get running OTR with a 12-foot truck. But to you, I crushed your dreams. And to you, you're looking at that type of person as an example of why you probably feel the way that you feel. But guess what? That particular person and many other people that are like that particular person are just individual cases. It doesn't speak for the totality of the industry, because guess what? If everybody was failing, then there would be nobody running. There's definitely people winning. So just like I can respond to NW Lou, I can also respond to this. It's to each his own. You can win at something if you know what you're doing. You take the time. You don't draw off emotions. You don't draw off feelings. You don't get in your feelings. A lot of people that came into this, they came in their feelings. Link pin to the top of the chat. I see y'all going back and forth in the chat. Is NW Lou coming up or is he not coming up? So it's easy to just tell people the truth, but I understand with telling people the honest truth from experience is gonna hurt people's feelings, it's gonna crush people's dreams, and that's just gonna be that. So, when I tell people the truth and it seems crushing to some people, then I get a comment like that, and then no one says, "Oh man, that's a good outlook on it, Mark." So when I defend things, no one says that. But when I tell a person the truth, because they want to come in with 3 trucks and no money, or they go buy a truck and they have no plan and they park it, or they go watch content and then they watch this channel, I answer all their questions, and then they go out and do the complete opposite. You ask a question, I give you an answer, I tell you, yo, this is what you need to do. And then you go out and you do something completely opposite that makes no sense whatsoever, and then I hold you accountable. I'm the bad guy. So I'm the bad guy for holding someone accountable because they did some dumb shit. And guess what? Let's say for that example, that person yesterday that went and did that, the person that sold the truck, they knew they was taking advantage of her. And everybody in between knew that she wasn't going to be able to do what she thought she was going to do with that truck. But yet still, they didn't base their feelings on dealing with that individual off emotions, because if they would have based it off emotions, they would say, you know what, I ain't going to sell you this truck, man. You know what, you ain't going to be able to do this truck too small. They based it off the data and the numbers. Listen, this is a person that wants to buy a truck. Even though I'm hearing this person and what they plan is, and I know that they're not going to be able to execute their plans with this piece of equipment, I'm not in my feelings. Man, here's this 12-foot truck. I need $15,000. Oh yeah, $15,000. And see, NW Lou still in the chat talking shit in his feelings. He in his feelings in the chat. MW, do we got to review your video from Sunday, sir? MW Lou, because I think you a little confused. I think MW Lou is a little confused. I think you confused, NW Lou. I think you confused, NW Lou. I think you a little confused. See, you a little confused. You a little confused. You a little confused, NW Lou. I think you a little confused. I think you a little confused. Do we gotta go there, NW Lou? Nah, cause you in the chat talking crazy. Do we gotta go there?
Man, the people that's on the come up, man, I don't know how much mentorship they feel from you, bro. I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. I get a lot of inspiration because I know how to chew on the real shit and spit out the bullshit, right?
You get inspiration from where?
From you. From you.
Okay. All right.
Is that all you need though? Do you need all gratification, as you call it, or do you need truth? Can you deal with some of the stuff that make it look
I'm
like
gonna let you kick it and then I'm gonna respond to you.
Okay.
Just let me know when you finish, because I don't want to cut you off.
No. It's not a thing like that. I like to have a conversation, like you say. So feel free to cut in when I get in the middle of a thought that hit a nerve. You know what I mean?
It ain't gonna hit no nerves.
Oh, okay. Because honestly, I feel like you sitting pretty, bro.
What you
But you
mean
like
by
to
that?
talk down on folks that's hungry.
When you say sitting pretty,
that
what you
need
mean?
knowledge.
I don't.
Like I said, a soapbox. You saw the comment, right?
What? Explain that to me. Substantiate what you mean by sitting pretty.
It means that you not in the grind no more. You done overcame the grind, but now you like to talk to people that's in that grind.
See, now that's emotion. So you're emotional right there. You're worried about what another man did, how another man worked his years, invested his years, and exited successfully. What man would say those things, bro? See, you're proving my point. See, you're listen, you're lost, NW.
It feels that way from your videos.
Let's continue though, MW. All right, so
yeah,
let me explain that. You know how I got up out that grind?
I'm not asking about that. You out though, right?
But let's talk.
We still in it.
You said you want to have a conversation, right?
We still in it. We still in the grind, sir.
I'm gonna let you finish, then I'll talk, because you said you wanted to go back and forth, but now we going back and forth, and you won't.
Okay, go ahead.
You over talking.
Go ahead, your turn.
That's why I'm just gonna let you finish, bro, because it over talking. You said you wanted to have a conversation, but then you going. That's why I said just let me let you finish, bro.
Talk. It's like you like to talk to small people. You like to talk down. Can we talk across the table? Why I can't be a boss just because I'm not sitting at your seat, bro? Why I can't be a boss?
Why are you asking another man a question about why you can't be what you want to be? Be what you want to be. Ain't that what the Army used to say? Be what you want to be, or be all that you can be. Why are you asking me what you want to be? See, why you gotta make me go here?
Why my man's that's trying to get his credit right and got his energy going in the right?
Why you worried about other men?
Direction, and he not sitting on the account you sitting on. Maybe not. That man had ambition, bro.
Why are you counting other men's pockets?
That man had ambition, my guy. And you did what to him? You
guy? Why are you worried about other men? Which guy you talking about? I gotta know who you talking about, bro.
It seemed like all of them to me. Now,
which guy you talking about? Credit? Hold on. You gotta substantiate me so I can know who we talking about.
Okay, I'm doing an overall energy on people that come on your show. That
energy, an overall energy. You hear this? These are your words, sir. But you in the chat talking shit. These are your words. Overall energy. You got energy? Bro, these are your words, sir. See, it's in the content. Energy, bro. That's a feeling. It's an emotion, sir. You in your feelings.
That's not in your position.
You said a guy with credit. Which guy we talking about?
Plenty of them, man. I don't watch your show for a minute. Like I said, I know how to grab the good shit and spit out the bullshit.
Okay, but let's focus on this guy you talking about who came up as far as credit.
I'm not gonna focus on that. I don't focus on people, bro. I'm not focused on you. I have like I said.
How you not focused on people when you talking about other guys? What are you talking about, NW Lou?
In the beginning, I have no.
See the look on my face, NW Lou? It's a face of confused because you bring up other people and then you say you don't focus on other people. This is why I got the confused look, NW Lou.
Gripes with you, brother. You have dropped plenty of knowledge here and there, but at the same time, I feel like you tear shit down where it's unnecessary at, bro.
Okay,
that's all
substantiate.
I'm saying.
Give me an example.
Everybody that come up here that's going for it, they might be making some wrong moves, man. You say my man ain't supposed to use his credit to get on. Excuse me. Dude,
Why would you use your credit? You don't have business credit. So if you're talking about the guy who had the finesse and all that shit, yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
So you can't. I mean, in my opinion, you got to beat on that man for that. Take that ambition and point it in the right direction.
He finessing. Yeah, I'm gonna beat on him so he don't go to jail.
He said,
so you know what? So you right. You goddamn right. I'm gonna beat on him. So he don't go. So he don't go to jail. You right. So he don't go to jail. So he don't go to. So fuck how they move. If I see a young boy moving in the wrong direction, as an OG, I'm supposed to steer him in the right direction. I don't give a fuck how they move. It's wrong.
When you see ambition, bro, you don't beat a nigga down, dog. You redirect that shit, my nigga.
The way you start is how you finish, bro. If you start off scamming,
I'm gonna tell you what. Let me tell you this right here, nigga. I don't give a fuck about a cost per mile. I know.
what I say? What I say? A person who don't know their operational costs, a person who don't know what it costs for them to run their truck. What I say? What I say? Now they not hiding it no more. They just telling you. They don't give a fuck about it. He said he don't give a fuck about it. This is the guy that's talking back and forth in the chat to me. This is the guy that's in the chat talking back and forth to me, but he's mad that he can't move his truck because he don't give a fuck about it. Hold on. We're going to go back. Let's bring it back a little bit. We're going to do an instant replay on that one.
No, I don't give a fuck about a cost per mile. I know what my bills cost per month, and I know what I need that truck to make when I move that bitch. Period. I don't give a fuck about I do give a fuck. That's the whole thing. Don't let me misspeak, man, because I get hyped up. And I don't.
Hyped up? That's an emotion, sir. Hyped up, sir? What do you listen, why are you making me do this, NW Lou? I think you need to sit in the chat and be quiet. You don't give a fuck about cost per mile. All you know is your bills cost 5 and you need to make 10. How you gonna make 10 if you don't know what it costs for you to run your truck? These are your words, sir. These are your words. Why are you in the chat talking to me, man? You need to sit in the chat and fold your hands and be quiet, sir. This is what you need to do, sir. Sit in the chat, fold your hands, and be quiet. Leave me alone, sir. Leave me alone because I know what it costs. I don't go about things ignorantly. You just said you don't give a fuck about what your operational cost is. All you need to know is that you need to make 10. How are you going to be able to make it if you don't know what it costs to run your business? How can you pick loads effectively if you don't know? Make it make sense for me, NW Lou. Why you want to sit in the chat and go back and forth with me? You're at work. You're on the clock. I'm at home, sir. I guess this is where you mean talking down, but it's not because I'm telling you the truth. I'm at home. You're at work. You're stealing company time right now engaging with me. I'm not stealing anything. You're stealing time from the company that you're working for, sir. Let's replay that. I need to see that again. Hold on. Let's go back. Finish, bro. If you start off scamming,
I'm gonna tell you what. Let me tell you this right here, nigga. I don't give a fuck about a cost per mile. I know what my bills cost per month, and I know what I need that truck to make when I move that bitch. Period. I don't give a fuck about I do give a fuck. That's the whole thing. Don't let me misspeak, man, because I get hyped up. And I don't know all the details on it. All I know is I'm another hungry nigga with ambition trying to eat, bruh. And I know, nigga, my bills cost 5 bands a month. I got to make this truck move 10 bands a month, period. Can you help me with that or not?
So this is where the disconnect. And this is where the man said he don't give a fuck about cost per mile. He just need to know he need to make 10. Can I help him? You want me to help you make 10, but you don't give a fuck about what it costs to run your business. And then people run. And this is why I say they. And this is why I never did mentorship. I thought about it, and this is why I never did it. You know why? Because it's people like this. You can go charge them for mentorship, and you can give them every single thing they need to be successful. But if they don't go out and apply it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to run back to the internet, and they're going to say, this person took advantage of me. And the internet is going to run with it because they weren't there. They didn't see the inner workings of that mentorship relationship. And this is why I never did it. I thought about it. I never did it because of shit like this. This is a great example of why I never did it. Because this is what he just said. He wants you to make lemonade and with no lemons. You don't give a fuck about what operational costs are, but you want me to help you make 10,000. So in order for me to give you an idea or lead you in the right direction, guess what? It's going to lead back to knowing what it costs for you to operate your truck. But you want to come sit in my chat 3-4 days later and go back and forth, go back and forth, go back and forth. You need to just be cool, sir. I didn't say you asked me for nothing, but you just asked me for something right there. And I don't feel a certain type of way. This is just a conversation between me and you right now. I use you as one little example from some previous content, and then here you go in the chat in your feelings. You know how many people I use that have come up on the channel and I use them as talking points, and they don't get upset or they don't complain or. So if you said these things out your mouth and I revert back to them verbally about what you said, why do you get upset that I do it? When you said these things, you said this dumbass shit. I didn't say this shit. I didn't make you say that what you said. You said this shit. You said this ignorant ass shit. This shit is ignorant. It's ignorant. But you want to come up and say some shit to me, but then you don't want to hold yourself accountable for this ignorant ass shit you said.
That shit, my nigga.
The way you start is how you finish, bro. If you start off scamming,
I'm gonna tell you what. Let me tell you this right here, nigga. I don't give a fuck about a cost per mile. I know what my bills cost per month, and I know what I need that truck to make when I move that bitch. Period. I don't give a fuck about I do give a fuck. That's the whole thing. Don't let me misspeak, man, because I get hyped up and I don't know all the details on it. All I know is I'm another hungry nigga with ambition trying to eat, bruh. And I know, nigga, my bills cost 5 bands a month. I got to make this truck move 10 bands a month. Period. Can you help me with that or not? Niggas ain't asking for all your details and all your expertise and all your warehouse movements and congratulations to you, dog. Congratulations, my nigga. But when it comes to the community that you care about, and niggas in Chicago need to get beat on because that's the language. Niggas in Washington don't talk like niggas in this deep.
Oh, you that guy? You that guy.
No,
so you don't care about cost per mile.
I'm from Detroit, Michigan,
so,
nigga.
All right, that's fine.
Detroit.
So check this out. So that's fine. But you just said you don't care about cost per mile. You just know about what your bills cost. So you
I'm talking about overall until I get to that level.
All right, so let me I just let you yell and holler and shit. Can I see you yelling, you hollering, you leaning for it? I'm chilling, bro. I'm telling you right here, I'm just letting you yell and holler and shit. You're emotional, sir. You're emotional. You're emotional, sir. This live stream wasn't even about you. This was about a situation that happened in the Discord yesterday. So, but because you're emotional, here you are in the chat. So let's review it. Let's review it because you seem to have amnesia. So
okay, my bad. Go ahead.
So you saying you don't care. So you mad.
It ain't that I don't care. Don't grasp on that whole shit, bro.
Bro,
that was a serious.
Don't grasp on that whole shit, sir. All right, now, remember you said that now.
Nigga. I said my bills
I don't want to have to mute you, bro.
And
you said, let me speak, nigga. You were very demanding, sir. And I still chilled out. I didn't get emotional. You said, let me speak, nigga. That's some whole shit. Very, very angry, sir. You're angry. I'm still chilling. Why am I gonna get mad for? That's emotional, sir. I'm smiling and shit. You yelling at me on my channel. I'm chilling. You emotional. Hold on,
I don't want to have to mute 10. You want to zoom in on some whole shit? Go ahead.
So
that's that whole shit I'm talking about right
no
there.
Whole shit. The whole shit is what you talking about. All right. First of all, you said you don't care about, but I had to remind you though. See that right there was a remind, sir. Well, let's continue.
No, you want to grab one small detail and run with a mistake of my word.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you. What mistake or not? You said.
So you got. So is this some type of?
So go ahead.
Are you a mentor?
Hey, MW, y'all niggas been jealous of us for years. Y'all Detroit, y'all been jealous of us for years, and this is exuded. It. Listen. It's not my fault. NW, it's not my fault. I can't control what happened back in 90 and 91. I know it ruined your childhood. Y'all had 2 good years. Just Just remember those 2 good years that y'all had. The 90s was ours, sir. The 90s was ours, sir. Just let that shit go. Let it go. Y'all had 2 good years. Let's let this Chicago-Detroit beef, let's leave this shit alone. But fam, this ain't for us. Man, let's stick together. Listen. I don't hold it against you. 89, I'm not holding 89-90 against you, sir. Y'all was bogus. Do you see me running around jumping down Detroit people's on their back for that shit? Nah, it's cool. 90, 91. Listen. It's 89-90, that's y'all. The 90s was ours, though. You got to live with that, sir. That shit was 30 years ago, man. Let that shit go.
Or are you a troll?
Go ahead and finish. I'm going to let you finish.
Are you a mentor or are you a troll? You want to grab on one little inconsistency I made in my verbalization towards you, and you're going to run with that? I said, on a whole, you want to zoom in on the detail. On a whole.
What else am I supposed to zoom in on? What did I say earlier? Business is about data, numbers, data. I'm supposed to zoom in on the details, not the emotion, sir. See, you're talking off emotion. You just proved my point even further. I'm zoomed in on the details. The details is the data. I'm not zooming in on your emotion. This is why I'm just looking at you crazy. I'm going to zoom in on the detail. I only want to know about the facts, the numbers, and the data, sir. You continuously prove my point. Only a person who is illiterate wouldn't see this. Let's continue, though.
Bro, on a whole, you want to grab a little detail that you can run with and whoop on people with? That's your specialty right there. I don't mean to destroy. I don't mean to pass.
And see, this is where people get upset, because when you stick to the data and you expound continuously on the data, he thinks it's whooping on people. No, the facts are the facts. The data is the data. The numbers are the numbers. So, of course, the data is the data. You have nothing else to go off of but the data, not your emotions, not your feelings. So if this is the data that's being presented that you have to use to substantiate whatever it is that we're looking to clarify, or whatever is going on, whether we're talking about cost per mile, operational cost, rates, and I'm debating there's no such thing as cheap freight, and I'm focusing on data. Yeah, I'm going to focus on the data. I'm going to continue to beat you up with the data because I don't draw off emotions, sir. You're drawing off emotions. And the reason why you're drawing off the emotions is because the facts, which is the data, is fucking you up.
Has no negative energy, bro. I want to help your channel grow and build, because you got nuggets in there, and I have told you that in the chat. I've never came live, nothing like that. And I'm not your opposition, my brother. You said you want to grow, you want to elevate. So do I. You help me do that, but you drop a tidbit here and there. Other than that, you're very destructive, Mark, the mentor.
Right.
You're a destructive motherfucker.
Word. Can I respond now? You saw I said word. I'm like, word. But I'm not gonna let you get me in out my emotion, into my feelings. See how you angry and shit? I'm like, word. Cause it don't matter what you saying. I don't have to get upset, bro. You can sit up there and say all this shit. I'm like, word. I don't know you in real life, family. Why would I? You yelling and you tripping. I'm chilling. I'm like this, chilling. I'm chilling like a villain. I'm just chilling like this. And then when you said you're a destructive motherfucker, Mark, I said, word. Come on, big dog. Now, I did have to turn up on your ass a little bit later on because you got out of pocket. I turned up on your ass. But for the most part, I'm chilling. I'm letting you go off on the deep end. I'm glad you decided to act the goddamn fool in the chat today, because now we can use a real case study. We can use a real case study to prove my point. Thank you for volunteering. Thank you. I appreciate that, MW Lou. MW Lou, I told you the other day you all good with me. I fucks with you, MW Lou. I fucks with you, though. I fucks with you. You a good person. I appreciate you for allowing us to use you as a case study. But you see the difference? We're talking business, but see how you're so emotional? We can't talk at a 6-inch tone. You know, when you're talking business and you're speaking to a person, you should keep it at 6 inches. You should keep the conversation at a 6-inch tone. Is that okay with
Go
you,
ahead.
sir?
I'm done talking, bro. I'm done talking. Go ahead. Grab the detail and run with it. I pay 5 bands. I need this truck to make 10. Can you help me or not? I pay 5 bands for my rent, for my truck, insurance. I pay 5 bands. I'm in Detroit, Michigan. Can you help me make this truck before I quit my job? Can you help me make that bitch make 10? Or do you need to embarrass me to get your views up, bro?
He want me to help him make his truck make $10,000. But he doesn't care about cost per mile. How am I supposed to do this, NW Lou? How am I supposed to do this? So now you saying you talk crazy. So you can come up here and talk crazy to me, and you want to come up here and talk to me about holding people accountable when they make mistakes, but you want to come up here and talk crazy to me. I'm chilling. I'm just letting you kick it. See how I'm letting you kick it? What? Look at that. That boy cold. I had just got my locks done too that day. Woo. That boy was cold. See how I was leaning in that bitch? I was leaning in that bitch, looking at you like, boy, look at that. Boy, chilling. Chilling. I was leaning. Look at me lean, MW Lou. You see that lean, MW Lou? Hey, I got a new term for you, NW Lou. We're going to call you, instead of own the new, we're going to say own the Lou. Own the Lou. Own the Lou. Own the Lou. That's you, NW Lou.
Do you need to drag me, humiliate me, ask me all my business, and put my shit on for these little punk ass niggas that delete my messages, Pippi and y'all? Or I ain't even a hateful person, bro. I just gotta.
Hey Pippi, where you at, Pippi? Hey Pippi, where you at? Hey Pippi, where Pippi at? Hey. On the Lou, on the Lou. Hey Pippi, where you at, Pip? Where you at? Where you at? Oh man. Hey, NW Lou. I fucks with you, NW Lou. Hey, NW Lou. Oh man. Hey, Pippi. Hey, Pippi. Hey, NW Lou. Hey, NW Lou. Hey. Listen, we were supposed to go out kicking it Sunday night. I swear for God, I jumped to the Discord after this, and they'll tell you, I went and picked up Chinese food and came back to the crib, man. Me and my girl, we watched this shit, bro. We died laughing, NW Lou. We died laughing. NW Lou, you was a fool. You a fool, NW Lou. Listen, NW Lou, you welcome. Did we drop the link? I never dropped the link for NW Lou. That's why he ain't hit it. Let me drop the link. Let me replace that L that he got a hold. That L that's up there, because he got a hold that from Sunday night. But let me remove that L. I think he understands that he took an L, just like they took them in the 90s, because that's why he really mad. He really mad. Let me tell y'all something about Detroit versus Chicago. This has been a thing since before I was born. And a lot of people that grew up in NW Lou's era, in his childhood, their era was robbed. And it was robbed from a guy that was 6'6", named Michael Jordan from the crib, from Chicago. They didn't get a chance to win a lot of championships. And there's a lot of guys from Detroit that really hold a grudge because of that. And I think NW Lou is one of those guys. Another thing is, Detroit takes a lot of influence from Chicago, right? They players up there. Listen, I can't knock Detroit players. They players, but everything they get is from us. And these are just facts. So NWU, don't get beside yourself. You remember, y'all, our little cuz. We the big dog. You drive the 4 hours down here for the weekend to get a weekend getaway. We don't come up there. Y'all got the player and the pimp shit. Y'all got it from us. Y'all wearing Maury's and y'all wearing and minks and shit because of us. Don't you forget it, NW Lou. Don't forget it, NW Lou. Yes. The 90s was ours. Yeah. You know what? And see, y'all rubbed off on Isaiah. See, Isaiah from the crib, but he came up there and he got in his feelings. Sort of kind of like how you did right here. He got in his feelings when Mike beat him and he walked off the court and he didn't shake Mike's hand. And Isaiah is still in his feelings because he was hanging around up there in Detroit. Isaiah wasn't like that before he went up there to Detroit. Isaiah's still in his feelings. Still mad at Mike. You and Isaiah the same. Y'all got the same attitude. You didn't make Isaiah do nothing. Y'all corrupted Isaiah. He's still corrupt. He's still in his feelings. What you talking about? You steady want to talk about this Chicago, Detroit shit here. That's how I knew. I'm like, why you keep bringing up Chicago and Detroit? Like, what does that got to do with him don't giving a fuck about his cost per mile? You in your feelings. Y'all don't like us. Y'all don't like us. Yeah, we came up there and we took y'all shit. Yeah, y'all chicks drive down here on the weekend. They tell you they having a girls' weekend in Chicago. Yeah. Let's keep it a buck, NW Lou. You don't see, they don't know what's going on. I know. That's why Anton Daniels always shitting on Chicago every live stream, every single day. Chicago, trying to shit on us every day. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, NW Lou. But that's all right. Come on, let's finish.
The real comes out, damn, man, I had too many drinks. And the Lions winning. I want to smile and be happy with you, my nigga.
So this is what you had a drink. You like the other dude who was drinking and came up here. See, I didn't tell you to hit the link.
There we go with that shit.
You hit the link. This is just proved my point. I ain't got nothing to say no more.
No. I'm done.
I don't have to say nothing.
I'm gonna hit the mute button.
I'm done.
Go in on me, bro.
I'm done. You just proved my point for me. I'm done.
What's your point?
You just proved it.
No, I ain't proved shit. What's your point? I make my shit cost $5 a month. Listen, okay, hold on. Let me give you all my business then. I know what you like.
Now you want to give me your business. Now you want me to hold on. Because you proved my point. You proved it on the stream. And you admitted to it. You said, damn, my bad. What you apologizing for, Lou? MW Lou? What you apologize? You think I'm gonna let a nigga that's drinking Modelo's come up here and beat me in a debate? You drinking Modelo's. On the Lou. Think I'm gonna let a nigga drinking the Modelo's come up here and beat me in a debate? You don't beat me, I beat you. We wasn't wearing the Isaiah Thomases in the 90s. We weren't wearing no Isaiah Thomases. We was wearing, listen, we beat you in them 6s. MW Lou, do I go need to get that 6? Do I need to go get that 6? Remember we beat you in that number 6? I didn't ask your business. I didn't ask your business.
You proving
my point.
Hold on, let me
you proving my point and not even asking.
Let me give you all the ammo you need. My shit costs, but nigga, between my bills and my truck, all of it, insurance, truck note, everything costs $5 a month. I need this truck to move 10. Nigga, I still got the truck sitting in a parking lot. I ain't moved that bitch not once. I'm using my job, nigga, and side hustles. As I put in your chat before, nigga. I put Amazon. I do Flex. I do Walmart, nigga, Spark, to get that $5 a month to hold my business in order so I can have an authority, Mark the mentor. But before I move that truck and quit all that other shit, I need to find a way to get that bitch to 10 bands.
I'm still chilling. Hey, and that's a reaction, Ville. This is what you wanted. See, I'm still chilling. I'm chilling.
I've been listening to all your nuggets and you this, that, and the other, dog. I ain't built up enough.
Not only were you emotional, you was an emotional wreck, bro. You went from angry to, all right, let me calm down. Listen. Then you got fired back up. Then you went back down. You was an emotional wreck. I've been just hit how I go. I've been the whole time. Listen, leaning. Listen, I'm leaning in that bitch. I'm listening. NW Lou, you sure you want? I told you. You in your feelings. Get out
confidence and understand.
Over some box truck information. You don't like the information that's given. All I'm telling you is the truth. Box truck information. If you disagree, just disagree. You don't have to come up here in your feelings because you don't know what your cost per mile is. And as you said here, you don't care about cost per mile. You just need to make 10,000. That was the most ignorant shit anybody I think has ever said to me on this channel. You blatantly said you don't care about what it costs to operate your business. You just need to make 10,000. These are your words. And I don't understand why I have to substantiate or have this dialogue with you right now. And why on God's green earth do you think you won this debate? These are your words. You are delusional, sir. You just said it right here. You don't care about operational costs. You just need to make 10,000. How can you make 10,000 when you don't know what it costs you to run your business, NW Lou? And then you're in the chat saying, I'm shook. How? When the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Listen, we always drop linkage, NW Lou. We drop linkage. We're not ducking nothing. My taco was out in the open, sir. My taco was out in the open. We ain't ducking nothing, NW Lou. Link pinned to the top of the chat. Link pinned to the top of the chat. These are your words. These are your words. You said it right here. I just played it for you 3 or 4 times. See how I'm chilling? I'm leaning. Sunroof top, dig in the scene with a gangster lean. Dig in the scene with a gangster lean. See that? That's a gangster lean. NW Lou. Listen, he said my CTE getting the best of me. NW Lou, do I need to go back to the 24-minute mark where you said you don't care about what your operational cost is? All you need to know is how to make 10,000. Do we need to go back to where you said that, sir? I'm going to go back to that, but give me a second. I'm going to play that one more time for you because I want you to put that in your back pocket, pimp.
Standing yet, because I don't give a fuck about cost per mile.
Oh, you said it again. You said it again. You said it again. You said it twice that you don't give a fuck about cost per mile. So how you want a motherfucker to help you, NW Lou?
Fuck about cost per mile. Spot market, it's all this, that, and the other, dog. I ain't built up enough confidence and understanding yet because I don't give a fuck about cost per mile. Spot market, it's all good. That's great. That's gravy, whatever. I need something consistent, man, to turn that bitch into 10 bands a month before I quit my job, man. That's all.
You don't give a fuck about cost per mile. You need something to turn that bitch into 10 bands per month before you quit your job. These are your words. Why are we having this dialogue, sir? You can't win, sir. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Come up here and substantiate what does that mean. No, come back and substantiate it, sir. Because you didn't just say it once, you said it twice in this live stream. That's the second time you said it. Why are you're not even walking it back. You're not even walking it back, sir. You're not even walking it back, sir. You're not walking it back. You're in the chat trying to deflect. You're in the chat saying, I got CTE and I don't understand why you can say anything about somebody else and I'm shook. Shook of what? You're saying ignorant things, sir. The link is pinned to the top. How can a person be shook when the link is literally pinned to the top of the chat? This is you in the chat right here. Saying that I'm shook. When the link is pinned for you to come up. The link is pinned. How? You're saying these things. You're stressed because you're trying to figure out how to make 10,000 and simultaneously saying why you're saying you don't give a fuck about cost per mile. I don't get it.
That's
sir.
all. I don't need you to tell me, oh, you fucked up this. You don't even know your cost per mile. You ain't worth a damn. Oh, you don't even have a business plan. Write it down. Bruh, can you help me turn this 5 down?
He doesn't want me to tell the things that he needs to succeed for his business. He doesn't give a fuck about that. He doesn't give a fuck about cost per mile. He doesn't want me to tell him he needs a business plan. He doesn't want me to tell him the things that he needs to succeed. He just said this out of his mouth. And then everybody wonders, Mark, why don't you do mentor? And I'll tell him all, like I always say, I thought about it when I first started YouTube. I thought about doing it. And I quickly realized, no, I'm not doing that shit. Never. You know why? Because it would be someone like him that would pay for it. I would give them all the information that I give for free. And he would not apply it. And then come back to the internet and say, oh, man, Mark sold me this $10,000 mentorship. And, man, I didn't learn nothing. This is why I don't do it. This is why I'm smart. Because I know I would have to deal with shit like that. And I don't need the money. See, if I needed the money, I would just do it and just take what comes along with it. But I don't need it, so I don't need these headaches. I don't need a bunch of people that you're going to give the information to, and then they're going to say things like this. Why? Because in order for a person to be successful, everything that he says he doesn't want me to give him is what he needs to be successful. And then he's in the chat saying whatever when he's saying it right here out of his mouth. You can't make this shit up, man. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. You can't make it up, bro. You can't, bro. You literally can't, bro. Y'all be thinking like I be paying these people. No. Where do you find people like this? Like you can't just find some, like you can't pay people to say this type of shit. This is what people really feel, bro.
As a month opportunity into.
Look at me, I'm chilling. I don't even know what's going on. You got me so lost. I'm looking up in the skies and the stars and shit. I'm lost at this point, sir. You want to know how to be successful and all the things that you need to be successful. You don't want me to tell it to you. And you said this
10 bands with a whole ass truck that's sitting over.
Oh, this is my favorite part. You called your truck a hoe. Hold on, I love this part. I love this part. This is my favorite part, y'all. He called his own truck a hoe. Watch this part. It's my favorite part, y'all.
Damn. Oh, you don't even have a business plan. Write it down. Bruh, can you help me turn this 5 bands a month opportunity into 10 bands with a whole ass truck that's sitting over there costing me money, nigga, and I got to work a job just to maintain it? Or you going to dog me out about it? Which one?
He's mad that he bought a whole ass truck that he has to work a job to maintain. He's mad that he bought a whole ass, these are his words, these ain't my words. He's mad that he bought a whole ass truck that he has to work a job to maintain. But he don't want to know about the business plan. He said he fuck a cost per mile, fuck a business plan, fuck all that shit that I need to know how to make money. Just tell me how to make money without the shit I need to know to make money, because I got a whole ass truck that's sitting over there that I got to work a job to pay for. Listen, and y'all be thinking I be just coming up here cooking, making up raw scenarios in my head, and here you go right here. We're going to replay that one for you one more time, NW Lou. I want you, NW Lou, I want to replay that one because that was my favorite part right there, NW Lou. That's my favorite part.
Man, that's all. That's all. I don't need you to tell me, oh, you fucked up this. You don't even know your cost per mile. You ain't worth a damn. Oh, you don't even have a business plan. Write it down. Bruh, can you help me turn this 5 bands a month opportunity into 10 bands with a whole ass truck that's sitting over there costing me money, nigga, and I gotta work a job just to maintain it? Or you gonna dog me out about it? Which one is it?
Hey, look at my face.
When I hang up, did I learn something, or did I just get your views up?
Look at my face.
I don't even care about your views. I hope I can help you, and I'm mad that my energy is like this, brother.
Energy, sir. Energy. You saying the emotional words. Your energy is like this. Why you got energy for another man? Why you let another man make you do what you just did? Voice crackling and shit. Why are you in my chat today bothering me, NW Lou? Why won't you just let me come on my live stream, do my little 1 hour? I only come on and cook for 1 hour Monday through Friday. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't did nothing to nobody, NW Lou. Listen, this is my hobby. I like coming on here, giving this free information, cooking up, and then I go on about my business. Why you bothering me, NW Lou? Why you bothering a retired person that use YouTube for a hobby to get my thoughts off? Why you bothering me? Why you making me do this to you, NW? Look at my face. I'm still chilling. The whole time I'm chilling. You talking crazy. I'm looking at you. No feelings. I'm just like letting you like go ahead because you having an emotional breakdown. You said this is an prepared attack. No, it isn't. This wasn't even about you, NW. This is about something that happened in the Discord yesterday. See, that's what I'm saying. You so much in your feelings, you thought that the monologue was about you when I said somebody bought a 12-foot truck. Like, why are you tripping? I said your name one time, maybe. Everything that I need to give you so that you can make this 10 grand, you clearly said right here, you don't give a fuck about it and you don't want it. So if you don't want the information, why are you here? See, now this is where it gets real, MW Lou. Right here, you said you don't give a fuck about cost per mile. You never said you said you don't give a fuck about cost per mile. You don't give a fuck about a business plan. You don't give a fuck about this. You don't give a fuck about all the things that you need to be successful. You definitely need to know what it costs you per mile so that you know how to bid effectively. But you clearly said you don't give a fuck about none of this shit. You said it not once, but 2 or 3 times. And you didn't walk it back nan time. And then after you say that you don't care about these things, you continue to revert back to, can you help me make 10? So now I have a perplexed look on my face. And then I resort back to saying what I always say. This is why I've never done mentorship. This is exactly it right here. Because it would be a person like you who I would give all the information to, the same information I give on stream, and you wouldn't go apply it. And when your business fails, you're going to come tell everybody it was my fault. And this is why I never did it. Because everything that you said right here that you don't give a fuck about is everything that you need to be successful.
Enough confidence and understanding yet, because I don't give a fuck about cost per mile. Spot market, it's all good. That's great. That's gravy, whatever. I need something consistent, man, to turn that bitch into 10 bands a month before I quit my job, man. That's all. That's all. I don't need you to tell me, oh, you fucked up this. You don't even know your cost per mile. You ain't worth a damn. Oh, you don't even have a business plan. Write it down. Bruh, can you help me turn this 5 bands a month opportunity into 10 bands with a whole
You getting choked up. You getting choked up. It's emotion.
ass truck that's sitting over there costing.
You called your truck a hoe. That's emotional. That's a whole ass truck. Hold on, let's rewind it. Let's cook.
You fucked up this. You don't even know your cost per mile. You ain't worth a damn. Oh, you don't even have a business plan. Write it down. Bruh, can you help me turn this 5 bands a month opportunity into 10 bands with a whole ass truck that's sitting over there costing me money, nigga, and I gotta work a job just to maintain it? Or you gonna dog me out about it? Which one is it? Because when I hang up, did I learn something, or did I just get your views up? I don't even care about your views. I hope I can help you. And I'm mad that my energy is like this, brother. I am.
Energy. That's an emotion, sir. So once again, it goes back to the question, NW Lou. Why you in here fucking with me in my chat? I wasn't fucking with you. You fucking with me. You could have let me come on here, do my little 1 hour monologue, and let me go on about my day. But you want to fuck with me in my chat. So let's go back and react to this live stream. Once again, NW, why are you here? If none of the stuff that I talk about you don't care about, which are the things that you need to be successful, why do you watch? Because all the things that I talk about are going to ultimately help you get to this 10 grand. See, you can't answer that question. You can't answer that question. I'm not going to let you beat me, sir. Answer that question, sir. How do you expect anybody, including yourself, to make $10,000? How are you going to make $10,000 if you don't care about all the shit that is needed to make $10,000? So that you can move your whole ass truck, so that you don't have to continue to work your whole ass job to pay for your whole ass truck. And these are your words. Let's finish.
But I feel like I'm speaking for more than just myself, because I done seen you drag a few people, and I don't even know if they get an opportunity to get.
You need to be dragged, Lou. You need to be dragged. You need to be dragged. You still talking. You still in the chat talking. Why are you talking to me? If I was you, MW Lou, this how I would be. This how I would be. I would sit like this with my hands folded and just listen. You on the clock right now, NW Lou. You sitting here going back and forth. I see you more in the chat than the other 80-some people that's in here. I see you more in the chat than 80-some other people that's in here. You're at work on the clock. You're robbing time from the job. This is what you call you're stealing company time, sir. There's something that if you're texting, you're not being productive at your job. You're stealing time away from the company, sir. You shouldn't be focused on what's going on here. In the first place, MW Lou, that was your first mistake today, NW Lou. Focus on some shit that's not directly associated with the scope of your job.
Some of your knowledge and turn that shit into success, Mark, for real. I feel like you got so much knowledge that could help people turn into success, but you rock and roll on these niggas till they be like, damn, they head be spinning, because my shit be like, damn, I grabbed a couple of nuggets, but the way he just dragged the nigga through the internet, I don't even know if they feel like they want to do business no more. They came in this bitch full of ambition. And this nigga Mark.
Hey, NW Lou, fuck your feelings. Fuck they feelings too. Because the business don't give a fuck about feelings. It don't care about emotions, sir. So if what I'm telling the person as far as business and the truth, and they feel a certain type of way about it, I don't really care, NW Lou. This is why when you went on this whole charade, this is why I had that same facial expression the whole time. I just let you talk. I let you go on an emotional roller coaster because I don't care. Your feelings about how you went out and you bought this whole ass truck that you call a hoe, and then how you have to work a job to pay for the whole ass truck because you don't know how to move that hoe, right? And the fact that you don't care about cost per mile, the fact that you don't have a business plan, the fact that all that shit that you said you don't care about that you need, and I'm going to keep expounding on that. Why should I care? This is why I had that look. I don't care. That's your business. That's your personal problems. You went out, you made that decision. That's your decision that you have to live with. The truck don't care. The truck is happy. Listen, that truck is fine sitting where it's sitting. The business wants to make money. The business don't care about all that shit that you complaining about on this stream. Business don't care about that shit. Business just want to make money. They don't give a fuck about none of this shit that you complaining to me about. They don't give a fuck about none of that. Now, one thing I think the business do want to, I think the business will want you to know and care about your CPM. I think the business will want that, right? But you don't care about it. So guess what? The business is going to be starving. Your business is like a baby. I got a video coming out with a great analogy too in a couple hours. It's scheduled to come out in a couple hours. Your business is like a baby. Listen, the way you treat your baby, your business is like a person treating they baby, neglecting their baby. Remember, NW, you a little older. Remember in '91, Tupac came out with a video, Brenda's Got a Baby. Your business, your box truck is that little bitty baby that Brenda put in that dumpster. That shit that you talking about, not caring about cost per mile and all that shit, that's you neglecting your business. You, Brenda, and Brenda's Got a Baby, and your baby and your box truck, your business is that baby. And when she put that baby in the dumpster, that's you putting your business in the dumpster. If you don't take the time and groom and nurture your business like you need to do a baby and raise your business like you raise your baby, it's going to fail. It's going to be out here drilling on the ops. It's going to be lost.
Still hit the link so he could just, pretty much destroy their whole, I don't know. I ain't the type of nigga. You can go ahead and go in on me. I'ma still go with mine. Mistakes and all, dog. Mistakes and all, Mark. I done tried to build through lightly. Actually, I can't even say lightly, my guy. The reason I hit the link is because I felt like I sparked a couple of energies in you, man. That was me that told you that you gave me a gem. Build your business to compete.
I still got the same face, NW Lou. My energy never changed.
In the next 4 or 5 videos, I hear you saying this shit 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Damn, I inspired this man. I feel, in my personal opinion, maybe I did.
Why you feel? Why you got energy and why you feel certain things, NW Lou? NWO, leave me alone. Sit in the chat and fold your hands and be quiet. Sit in the chat, fold your hands, and be quiet. Leave me alone. For real.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe that was just what you had coming with your content and your creation value and your $1 million empire you sitting on or whatever, dog. But you got so much knowledge that you could spread something good to everybody, bro. Oh, no, this is how you talk to niggas in Chicago. This is the way niggas in the D understand. Man, I do. But these young niggas, I think they're a little different, bro. I think they're a little different, man. You got a lot to offer, dog. You got a whole lot to fucking offer, dog. A lot. Plenty. You be tearing shit down, my dog. You tear shit down, you sit up there like you the fucking goat or something, which you may be in your world, but damn, man, bring us up there where you at, cuz.
Hey, you done, bro?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
I just listened to you say you don't give a fuck about cost per mile. I just listened to you call your own truck a whole ass truck. You mad that you spent $5,000. You mad that you spent $5,000 to buy a truck that you don't know how to move, and you up here voicing your frustrations about a decision you made that I didn't tell you to make. So what's your issue with me? That's why I just let you talk, because everything you said spewed, you was mad at yourself. So what's your issue with me? So even before I did this live stream, Lou, I'm telling you right there that you drawing off emotions. And 3 days later, you still in my chat drawing off emotions. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. I didn't come here to bother nobody. I just wanted to do my little content and go on about my business. Leave me alone. Stop bothering me. I don't. Now, do y'all get the point of why you shouldn't put emotion in business? Do y'all understand that? Was this a good lesson today? And we got a chance to use a real case study. Thank you, MW. I appreciate you volunteering. I wasn't expecting you to come up here, so I appreciate you jumping in the chat with your emotions, because this allowed for a great a case study, and we could actually use a real scenario to help further expound the point that I'm trying to make. I appreciate that. But ladies and gentlemen, this is why you shouldn't mix feelings with business, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to make a decision like MW Lou, who bought a truck off of feelings. And because of that, and he didn't learn his lessons then, he's still in his feelings. That's why he's up here complaining. He doesn't want to do what's in his best interest. He doesn't want to do, he doesn't want to know what it costs for him to run his business. You heard him say that 2 or 3 occasions. He doesn't care about a business plan. He doesn't care about anything but trying to make $10,000. He's emotional. He bought the truck with emotion. He's operating. He's continued to operate based off emotions instead of data, right? By going and doing what he needs to do as far as knowing his operational costs, doing the equation to come up with his cost per mile, that's going to give him data, right? And then he'll be able to take that data and go to the load board and make rational decisions. See, he can't make rational decisions right now because he's drawing off emotion. And this is what happens. Hit the like button, man. I don't like the likes. I don't like them. Like, I'm coming here cooking up content. I'm debating people back and forth. I'm doing something in the box truck space nobody else is doing. I'm giving you the information that you need to succeed. I'm taking on all challengers of misinformation. Link is always pinned to the top of the chat. Link is always pinned to the top of the chat. And I never get personal with people. Why? Because I don't have to. I don't know these people. I base everything when I come here. This is a box truck channel. It's a box truck content. I challenge anybody that if you have any issues or anything when I say in regards to the box truck content, the link is always pinned to the top of the chat. No one else is doing this in this space. I'm giving you everything that you need, and I'm challenging all competitors. Anybody that has any disagreements with anything that I say, I challenge you to hit the link. If you feel like I'm a detriment to your bottom line, if you're trying to sell something, a course or a mentorship, and what I'm saying is deterring people from buying it, well, hit the link and express your grievance and express why I'm wrong and you're right so that you can boost your sales. Maybe defeating me will help boost your sales. If you are like NW Lou and you feel like cost per mile, you shouldn't care about it. Like he says, he doesn't care about it because that doesn't mean anything. And you should be able to figure out ways to make $10,000 a month without knowing what it costs. Hit the link and explain to me, how is this possible? Because I would like to know. I want to know. I'm holding people accountable of all races, colors, shapes, sizes. You come up here, you talking crazy to me. I'm not going to sit up here unless you talk crazy and you don't know what you're talking about and not say nothing. And if you don't like the truth, then you know what? There's plenty of channels that will provide you misinformation and send you up a river. I advise you to go follow one of those channels. There's plenty of channels they'll take your money and sell you some general information or some misinformation. I had a guy come in last week say he spent $3,000 last month and it didn't even include a calculation or equation for cost per mile. He didn't even know what cost per mile was until he found my channel after he spent $3,000 with another content creator. You can go to one of those channels. If you want the truth and the truth is going to hurt you and you're going to get in your feelings, then this is not the channel for you. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. This is not the channel for you. If you are going to be emotional because of things that I say, they're going to hurt your feelings because I'm telling you, fuck your feelings. And when you come up here and I ask you why you want to start a box shop business, you tell me some goofy shit about you tired of working. That's an emotional feeling. You don't start a business because you tired of doing something or because your boss can. The decision that you made to start your business was based off emotions. You start a business because the numbers make sense, because of the data, not because of how you feel. The moment you start something, you get into something because you have a feeling, you're going to be fucked from the very beginning. Because none of the places that you got to pay care about none of your plight. Penske, Budget, Enterprise, Ryder, it's fuck you, pay me. Well, man, the low board, the rates ain't rating. The rates ain't right. They taking cheap freight. Fuck you, pay me. Progressive, Byberg. Man, I ain't got enough money to pay my insurance, man. I didn't make enough money. Man, they keep taking cheap freight. Man, I'm running freight, but I don't know where the money is going because you don't know what it costs to run your check. Guess what? Progressive, Byberg, fuck you, pay me. You got an easy pass, you going state to state, you running up tolls, they don't care about that. Run through one of them easy pass lanes and they trying to renew your easy pass and ain't no money in the account. Guess what? They're going to charge you. Your shit going to go into a negative, and then they're going to charge you for each. They're going to charge you, depending on the state. I know here they charge you $20 for each toll you go through, and you go through it and you didn't pay it. You got to pay the cost of the toll. You got to pay a $20 fine. They don't care about the fact of why your account is in the negative or why you don't got no money in your business account. All they know is you went through that lane and it wasn't no money in your account. It's fuck you, pay me. Your workers, because you misappropriated funds or you came in with 3 trucks and no money and you thought you was going to work to get to the first week to be able to pay people. You just had some credit cards to cover gas and then something happened or you didn't get paid or whatever the case may be. And it's payday. You can't tell your workers, hey, well, man, I thought we was going to factor. I thought I was going to get the money was coming in, but something happened. So y'all got to wait a few days until I figure out. No, it's fuck you, pay me. So if you don't like what I'm telling you, which is the truth, because no one cares about none of this goofball ass shit that y'all be worried and caring about, this ain't the channel for you. Because every time I had a situation, guess what? If there was a vendor I owe, if the insurance was due, if rent was due, whatever, it was fuck you, pay me.